Generally, National Tourism Organization in Japan is known as Japan National Tourism Organization. JNTO was established in 1964 and plays important role in public organization government of Japan, which is responsible for promoting Japan's tourism industry as a leisure destination and business economy. JNTO also serves as an information center for foreign tourists related to tourism in Japan, providing support system and incentive events for international conventions, publication of tourism statistics and market transport, and as the governing body of guide entrepreneur examination.
Next, the way JNTO has promoted the tourism industry. First is new global campaign, which show a variety of interesting tourism activity and natural beauty in Japan as a major destination for international tourists, and provide information routes detailing sustainability, food, health, as well as content for traveler. Second is promote health and well-being of Japanese culture. For example, onsen culture is part of the daily routine of Japanese people that can influence tourists to feel this culture, such as jungle bathing, sunbathing, and radio calisthenics that can remove stress, promote mental awareness, and improve physical well-being. Third is through concept of global tourism that can encourage tourism regardless of religion, nationality, or disability to visit Japan and obtain comfortable, safe treatment and accommodation like others individuals. For example, an alternative that provided is halal restaurant search facility for Muslim tourism, and special website for vegetarian individual through apps, TripAdvisor. For a combination of marketing, research, and advertising, for example, cyber market sector will improve and expanded through promotion to attract more outsider visitor, excursion, nature, city, tradition, art, outdoor, and relaxation to make Japan as a major tourist destination.
Key attraction in Japan is food. Food in Japan is a tourist attraction because it has a variety of interest food. For example, miso soup, sashimi, sushi, and yakiniku. Sushi is the most popular traditional food in Japan and is also a favorite food around the world. Next, culture. Kimono has been one of the traditional clothing cultures in Japan for the past few centuries. There are various types of kimono worn based on the festival and season. For example, 3 types for children and 5 types for adults. IT and technology. Japan has intensified effort to update technology-oriented policies such as the use of IoT. For example, Hotel Hana on the Shinkansen in the first guest house operated by a robot. Next, main destination. First, Tokyo. In Tokyo, there are interesting places like Mount Fuji, Shinjuku, and Tokyo Chami and Tokyo Culture Center. Mount Fuji is the highest mountain in Japan. Shinjuku is famous for its shopping, entertainment, and business. Tokyo Chami was built and used as a place for Muslims to gather and perform various Islamic religious activities. Second, Osaka. In Osaka, there are interesting places like Universal Studios Japan, Osaka Museum of History, and Osaka Aquarium. Universal Studios Japan is the first theme park built in the ASEAN. The museum allows tourists to dive into the 1350-year history of the city of Osaka through photo in high-vision, film, mini-models, and real size. Osaka Aquarium is the center of Japan's most interesting aquariums. Next, Kyoto. In Kyoto, there are interesting places like Kyoto Tower, Nishiki Market, and Kiyomizu-dera. Kyoto Tower is the tallest building in the Kyoto area. Nishiki Market is the most suitable area to find food for tourists to eat, especially seafood and local cats that do not contain pork or alcohol. Kiyomizu-dera is one of the famous places for tourists because the scenery here is beautiful.
Next slide, we will discuss about Japan's satellites. Number 1 is Japan Atlas Discovery. Number 2 is Tokyo All Meets New. And number 3 is Cool Japan. Japan Atlas Discovery. So the Japan Tourism Agency has unveiled a new logo and catchphrase, Japan Atlas Discovery, to help promote tourism to the country more effectively. So the country is beefing up its promotional effort in an effort to increase international inbound visitors numbers. So the country is beefing up its promotional effort in an effort to increase international inbound visitors numbers. And the new tourism slogan implies that Japan is a destination with countless historical, traditional, and cultural attractions, thus attracting repeat visitors. Second is Tokyo, Tokyo All Meets New. So the Tokyo Metropolitan Government has created a new logo and slogan, Tokyo, Tokyo All Meets New. So this is the first Tokyo depicted in a brush stroke font, the second in a gold blocked typeface to effectively convey the attractions of Tokyo overseas. So this is logo. This logo will be used in various promotional activities abroad. Number 3 is Cool Japan. Tagline Cool Japan refers to aspect of Japanese culture that none. So Japan is considered to be cool. The Cool Japan strategy is a part of the overall Japanese brand strategy. Aims to spread the charms and charms of Japan as a unique culture around the world. So Cool Japan's target encompasses everything from games, manga, anime, and other forms from content, fashion, commercial product, Japanese cuisines, and traditional culture to robots, eco-friendly technologies, and other high-tech industrial products.
Next, I will present about the main tourists visiting the Japan country in the past and presently. Japan is a developed country and an attraction for tourists from within and outside the country. Japan is unique because it has 4 seasons which consists of spring, autumn, winter and summer. Technological sophistication is also a major factor that Japan is highly regarded and has many interesting places that can be visited by the tourists. In addition, in 2016, Japan attracted millions of domestic and foreign tourists. The country received more than 24 million international tourists in 2016, an increase of 21.8% compared to 2015. The main tourists visiting the Japan country in the past are from China. China remained a major source of Japan international tourists. In 2016, Japan received more than 6.3 million visitors from China, a 27.6% increase from 2015 arrival. There are no main tourists visiting to the Japan country in presently. This is because Japan has imposed restriction on the entry of tourists from foreign countries due to the increasing prevalence of COVID-19 pandemic. Japan wish give admission exemption to students as well as businessmen. Currently, there is a decrease in the percentage of tourist arrival due to the health problem that occur almost all over the country. The Japanese national government has taken early steps by tightening border controls by restricting the arrival of foreign visitors. This appropriate step is done to ensure that the people of Japan are spared from the epidemic of new variants that are becoming more prevalent at this time. If this epidemic is not curbed at an immediate rate, it can cause the death toll to also increase.
Next, I will explain about promotional strategies. The Japanese government has taken many strategies in attracting international and domestic tourists after the decline of the COVID-19 cases, which is Go to Travel campaign, emergency economic package, and virtual towers. One of the strategies is the Japanese government launched the Go to Travel campaign on 22 July 2020. The government providing half of the cost of the travelers are traveling inside of Japan. Each tourist can get a subsidy and discount. All residents of Japan, including foreign and residents, are eligible for this campaign. The campaign is set to last until 31 January 2021. However, there is a possibility that it may be extended. Another advantage of the campaign is that there is no limit on how many trips tourists can make through this campaign phase. Secondly, on 7 April 2020, the Japanese government announced the emergency economic package. This package amounts to 117 trillion to encourage the continuation of employment and business in all tourism industry and others industry. Tourism is a great for Japan to seek support for the economy after the COVID-19 pandemic. The Japan Tourism Agency had decided to spend 2.2 billion to attract tourists immediately after the pandemic ends. They are hoping this fund can help to attract the international tourists, improving the travel environment and make tourist destination more appealing. Another approach being considered by the attraction is virtual reality towers. Tourists can see the beautiful scenery at home. This will prevent the transmission of COVID-19. Many attractions in Japan offer VR on their official site. Tourists can see the popular cherry blossom spot in VR from Yuno Park to Hirosaki Park. One of the good things about VR is that it allows travelers to be in different places in a matter of seconds. The attraction in Japan is trying new approach toward attracting tourists. They are also getting funds from the government to help them through these difficulties.